think one of the things that I had to really work through and work on as part of the adoption process was really grieving the picture that I had in my head of children that looked like my husband and I running around the house. That was really something that I really did think about, and that I wondered what our kids would look like and whatnot. And that I really had to take time to grieve that portion of losing that dream. But did you guys kind of have the same experience having to do that?
Go ahead.
Well, I have the 2 biological boys, and they do look a lot like us, obviously. And knowing that, as far as what we were aware of, our confirmation was that we would have a daughter. We were meant to have this daughter. And I think that was hard for me, because here we have these 2 boys, and even though, they might look a little bit like me and my husband, every girl has this vision of their daughter that's going to be running around looking like them, and that was something I had to work through too, to think I'm not going to ever know that. And I think you have to get to a point where you do grieve it, but you have to move beyond it and know that it doesn't do you any good to stay in that place.
Absolutely.
And there's so many things beyond that to be grateful for, and just the opportunity to be able to have a daughter and to be able to have that other child in our home. And and in our situation, we are very fortunate. The birth mom and I look like we could be sisters, so who knows? She kind of just blends in with us, but for sure, that was definitely something that I struggled with.
For me, I've always, I remember being fairly, early teens, and I remember just thinking that I would adopt to grow my family. And I don't know what brought that on, but I've always felt like I would adopt. And so for me, I never really... I maybe deep down, I probably thought about it a little bit. But every month, after trying and trying, I never took a pregnancy test, because I never really thought that I would get pregnant, I don't think. So for me, it was just at some point in time, this is what we're going to do, and that's how we're going to grow our family. For me, it wasn't, I don't think I really thought about if my kids would look like me. I think it's strange when people tell me that she does look like me. Because my husband and I both have red hair and brown eyes, and she is, for the most part, pretty blonde and has bright blue eyes. And when people say that, I'm like, are you just saying that because you feel like there should be a connection, or do you really think that? Because there's no real connection, even though...
I think some people are trying to validate.
They want to make a connection there.
Yeah, oh, well, he looks like, if you think that's making me feel better, it's not. I don't care. My youngest may kind of look like me because his birth family looks like me, and they're all kind of big and stuff. But that's not. It took me a while to I don't even think it took me a while. I think at one point we just decided that our children would have looked like the worst combination of the two of us. And that's how how we coped with it. It was we could have huge shoulders and and so it was I think Conan O'Brien used to do mashups between two celebrities, but it was the worst features of each, a woman with a mustache and stuff. And that just kind of helped us to, it's not that big a deal, For us, we have to think about it a little bit more, because all of our children are multiracial, and so we have to prepare ourselves for that. We have to understand what that means, and so we've had to do a lot more work and surround ourselves with people that would understand that. I don't know what it's like to be a black man, and so hopefully we have people in our life that can kind of fill that role, and you got to kind of let go of some things as an adoptive parents that I need my kids' birth parents to be able to tell them things about their life and let go of that, and I need to let go of the fact that I don't know what it's like to be Hispanic, and that my middle son may have want to talk about that one day, and luckily I have a relationship with his birth mom, with his birth grandfather, who grew up Hispanic their whole life, and can kind of experience that with them. And so, but yeah, I forget that my kids should look like me. It's not even
I love when I hear that, oh, she looks like she could just be yours. She is. I don't know. Good. I don't know. I mean, that's awesome.
Congratulations, you win.
Yeah, right.
I think one of the things that I was told once was that grieving, you have to let go of that dream to make a new dream. Right. And I think that that's been one of the things that's been super helpful for me, is to say, you know what, I can let go of that and I have a new dream. And now I have this beautiful family, and sometimes I forget, like I look at them and they're just my kids, and I don't think, oh, we don't look alike, any of us. That's funny. And I don't really realize it until somebody else points it out. And then I'm like, oh, that's right.
And
we don't look alike. They are a lot cuter. Sometimes I kind of feel like I picked my kids out of a magazine. Yeah, I'm like, oh, I want you and you and you.
And you can really brag about how cute they are
because
you're not talking about your genes.
My wife says that all the time. She's like, I love it because I can just say, he is the most cute, beautiful kid in the world.
You are right. He has some good genes.
Just not mine.
Right.